Today we're going to learn about trig basics. So for trig, there are three main functions. There are three more, but those are based off of these functions. There's sine, cos, and tan. Let's start with sine. So sine theta, let's say you have a right angle, and you're taking sine of theta, so this angle. Then what you want to do is you want to take the opposite over the hypotenuse. And so the opposite, how I like to remember it is it's opposite of the angle. So I take the side opposite to the angle and divide it by the hypotenuse, so a over c. Then we have cos theta. Now cos theta, you take the adjacent and divide it by the hypotenuse. So the adjacent is the side that's next to the angle. So we have theta here, so I took b, which is next to the angle, and then we divide it by c, which is the hypotenuse. Then tan theta is the opposite over the adjacent. So you have the side opposite to your angle divided by the side that's adjacent to your angle. So you get a over b. So now we go to the three less important trigonometric functions. So we have cosec theta. So as you can see, I wrote it's 1 over sine theta. And if sine theta is a over c, so adjacent over hypotenuse, cosec theta, which can be written as CSC, is c over a, because you're just doing 1 over sine theta. Then sec theta is 1 over cos theta, and this is c over b, because cos theta is b over c, so 1 over b over c is c over b. Then cot theta is 1 over tan theta equals 1 over a over b, so that's equal to b over a. These are the 6 trigonometric functions, and you're going to need them a lot when you get into geometry and the higher studies. Pause the video and try and find the answer to this problem. If you have a triangle that has hypotenuse 2, opposite root 3, and base 1, what is sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta going to be equal to? To do sine theta, we have to do the opposite over the hypotenuse. So the opposite here is root 3 over the hypotenuse, which is 2, and this is sine theta. Good job if you got it right. Now let's find cos theta. Cos theta is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is 2 and the adjacent is 1, so this is going to be 1 over 2. Good job if you got that one right. Now let's find tan theta. For tan theta, you need to do the adjacent over, or the opposite over the adjacent. And so you'd get root 3, which is your opposite, over your adjacent, which is 1. So that's equal to root 3. Good job if you got all of these right. You now need to know how to find the trigonometric functions if you're given a value of theta. Let's say you're given sine 60. What would you do here? Well, there's two ways. You can either try and derive it from the triangle, or the easier way is to put it into your calculator. If you look on your calculator, you can find 3 functions or 6, depending on what type of calculator you have. Usually you'll have only 3 functions, sine, cos, and tan. So you'd click sine and then you'd put 60 in there. And make sure you're in degrees and not radians, because we're using degrees here. So sine 60, if you put it in your calculator, you would get root 3 over 2. Now try what you would get if you put cos 30. Try and pause the video and do it on your calculator. If you put it in your calculator, you should be getting root 3 over 2. And then lastly, what if you got cosec of 45? Put this in your calculator and try. And remember, cosec is 1 over sine. If you put this in your calculator, you should be getting root 2. If you got all of these right, you now know all the basics of trigonometry, but there's more to come. Also, a shout out to Ephraim Chen for giving me the idea to make this video. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Good luck.